Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery. Anthony here, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a tour of Gator Cup at the Easton Newberry Sports Complex. This is Gator Cup 2021. If you saw in the clip before, that was the route in. As I turn around, you can see that entrance there. That's the main entrance. And of course, as you're coming in, if you make a right, there's additional parking that way where that trailer's going. And if you keep going straight, you can head to the main building itself and some handicap parking. There's also the compound field over there too. We'll be checking out all these things and more in this video. We're gonna walk through the vendor area. We'll check out the second field that hosts basically all the recurve shooting. And we'll check out check-in and registration and equipment inspection and things like that. So stay tuned. First, we're gonna walk through part of the parking lot and kind of give you an idea on where the two main parking lots are. And then probably go through the recurve section, through the vendor area, and then end back up behind me here in the compound section to wrap up the video. We will not probably be checking out the building. It's not really important for this shoot. They do have nice bathrooms there that have air conditioning and things like that, but you don't really need them for the shoot, so I'm just kind of touching on that now. So let's go check out parking and see what that situation is all about. All right, so as we walk around the Easton Newberry Sports Complex here, we come to, the biggest parking lot and probably the main parking lot for this event. Of course, there was some parking behind me, but some of that parking is for, people with disabilities and for the staff that actually help run this event, because without them, this would not be possible. But as you can see on unofficial practice day here, parking is pretty packed. Generally, this also fills in some too. It's a bit of a gully, but people will still park there because you can still get your car out. But several rows of parking. We even got some RVs. This road you see here is actually additional parking, and we'll be checking that out via car because it's a good walk all the way around. You definitely want to drive your car there. All right, now you see that car coming around in the distance all the way out there? That's, the route we just took. And we parked right over here. As you can see, there's a parking sign, and you can park in that whole field out there. And then walk up this path. They do have handicap parking right in this section that's nice and close to the targets. This parking, honestly, is the best for people that are shooting on probably the recurve targets, especially if you're target like 70 or so and higher, because it's running to 100. Target 114 is the last target this year. So if you're running from like target 70 to 114, then you probably want to park in this section just because it's so much easier and so much shorter of a walk. If you're further down on the field, especially if you're in the compound section, you definitely want to park in the main parking lot that we just checked out over there. After that though, You just walk past the fence, and you're going to be on to, well, I would call it the main field. It's the largest field of the two. It's the one away from the building, but it's where all the recurve stuff happens. So we have 70 meters right here. We also have 60 meters. And it looks like there's actually some 50 meters. They actually have some extra compound shooters they stuck down there. So mostly recurve field. With that, we have this fence here that's supposed to separate the regular people that are attending for free from the premium seating that you pay for, from the archers that are actually shooting. And the archers and premium seating are separated by that little chain link that's there in white. Other than that, this field's pretty great. Got a nice big water tower in the back. You can see the base of it right there. We got clocks and everything. They got music playing, which isn't helpful if you don't want copyright strikes. But other than that, you can see that a lot of people have already set up canopies in the free section, so you don't have to pay. You bring your own canopy, you bring your own seat, and you set up shop. If you want to pay and you can't bring a canopy and you can't bring a chair, then you could pay for premium seating, possibly based on availability, and you get a chair and you get a nice big canopy. For bathrooms, the main bathrooms are porta potties. That is pretty standard in all archery tournaments. Of course, if you're really lucky and you're really fast, there is a nice air-conditioned bathroom in the building there, but you probably need to shoot on the other field with the compound shooters. All right, so moving along, we'll be checking out the vendor area momentarily, but something else to note is DOS. And DOS is located right here. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of judges standing around in red, doing equipment checks, answering people's questions, running the clocks, making sure that the tournament runs smoothly. So that's somewhere where you could go if you have questions about the shoot or need additional information. All right, so there is also equipment inspection here at the DOS station. As you can see, they're checking out the recurves, and they're actually doing compounds in a whole separate section. That will be on the other field that we have yet to check out, that compound field I was mentioning earlier. So let's continue, check out the vendors, and then we'll slowly make our way over to the compound field, the official compound field, even though they do have a tiny little section over here in recurve land. With that, though, we'll keep walking. We got TJ. Hello, TJ. We have a water refill station for the archers. If you're a parent or a coach, you'll have to bring your own water. But if you are an athlete shooting this event, you can exchange your water bottle out for a new one. They're recycling it. Pretty cool. Other than that, we have Lancaster Archery here with all your archery needs and desires. We also have Shrewd Archery showing up with their full setup. Pretty cool. There's a few others as well. We actually have a decent amount of vendors here this year, which is really nice. We have somebody making a lot of slings and other things, which actually might be their company name. We have more porta potties as well, including looks like it might be snacks and refreshments. We'll have to see. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's PAS Wear Inc. The Play Sport Action. They make a really neat shooting gear with built-in chest protectors. So very cool. There's also going to be a snow cone maker at some point. And we'll be continuing that way in just a moment to check out check-in and registration and things like that. All right, so now we're heading over to the compound side of the field. First up, though, we're going to hit up registration and check-in. As you can see, there's a small line of people. It was much longer, but they're working through them. So here you would stand in line to get checked in for the tournament. Make sure that you're registered. Look, can probably tell you what target you're on. You can also check to see what target you're on if you go on like Between Ends usually is the main website that they use usually for these tournaments. Other than that, Easton Foundations has its own tent. You can pick up shirts and snacks and little things like that as like souvenirs for the tournament. You can also get your your bands for premium seating and things like that. All right, and we found the equipment inspection for compound. It was kind of in hiding. All these archers are actually waiting for that, and you can see that the target that they're testing out the compound draw weights on is right over there. So the compound testing is on the main field. If you need your compound inspected, you don't have to go to the recurve side of the field to get your compound inspected. Of course, if you're a compounder that happens to be on the recurve field, you know, we saw those few targets of compound earlier. You're gonna have to take a walk over here to make that happen. Let's check out the rest of the shoot. They got a whole bunch of targets set up. They use the Reinhardts primarily in the compound side of the field. Recurve targets are usually Denage Domino targets, but for the compounds they get the heavy-duty Reinhardts, so they don't have to worry about any kind of pass-throughs or anything like that. So pretty solid. They also get a nice concrete floor, not to stand on, but to set their chairs up on. The shooting line is further on the field, as you can probably see. They do also have a nice solid metal roof that's permanent over the top of the shooting range. Same setup here with the water bottle exchange. So they're going to give you a water bottle and then they'll let you exchange it when you use it. Again, more porta potties, and in the past you could use that door to get to the bathrooms quicker, but you may have to walk all the way around the building to make that happen now. As for seating, it's the same setup as the recurve section. So all these different colored tents you're seeing here are all people's personal tents in the free zone. The canvas white tents here are the paid seating, where you get the free canopy and you get a seat. And then of course after that we get back to the archer section as they're walking down to the target. So pretty good setup, and well, the layout's nice and consistent from the other range. It doesn't change. Of course this section of the parking lot is blocked off so that the people walking around don't get ran over. There is some handicap parking here, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. So if you're handicapped, you can park here, give you easier access to the range. And with that, honestly, that brings us back to the beginning. We are back at the entrance of the shoot. You can see the cars still pulling in from the main road there. And you can see there's a ton of people that even park all the way out here. Most, if not all of these people, are probably shooting on the main compound field because honestly, recurve shooters are probably not going to walk that far unless they don't know any better. All right, so there you have it. That is a look at the 2021 Gator Cup. Hopefully this helped you out and you have a much better idea on the layout of this field. Of course, definitely check out the Gator Cup's website and USA Archery's, since they are the two that are actually running this event, and I am just filming this independently as Sure Shot Archery. With that though, I can't wait to see you guys here in 2022 or further in the future. It's a great time here and the weather is usually pretty fantastic. It is Florida though, but it is only Florida in May usually. So with that, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, happy shooting.